Relax. I already took him to school.
I was supposed to do that. Why don't you wake me?
Because you were sleeping so peacefully, and after the last few nights of tossing and turning, I just didn't have the heart.
Thank you, Marasco.
No problem.
So how was Shane? Still don't want to talk about the fight he got into at school?
You guessed it. But he did promise me that it would never happen again.
Well, let's hope not.
No matter what we do, our son keeps getting into trouble. Are we like the worst parents ever?
Well, let's see. My mom put me on the doorstep of a hospital when I was a baby.
Oh, yes.
And my dad basically tampered with a DNA test so that he wouldn't have to acknowledge me. No, I'd say my parents have us beat.
Dorian, to what do I owe this displeasure? Echo, we need to talk. I said everything I needed to say to you on the phone last night.
Whatever it was you're thinking, you're wrong.
Really? So you deny getting it on with Vicky's husband?
I just heard from my man at the police station. Vimmel is in Beau's office even as we speak. I thought you said you could control Vimmel's wife and she would get him not to sign the immunity agreement.
Trust me, I made it explicitly clear to Rama why it would be unwise for Vimmel to testify against you.
Well, I hope that she's convinced of that, because let me tell you something. If I'm going down, you're going down with me.
Who are you threatening this time?
Hey, sis.
You can drop the brother act, Joey's not here.
In that case, you look very hot. So, JoJo's been married a couple days already. He can't wait to get out of the house.
His mother called this morning. Apparently his sister Jessica snapped. He went over there to see what he could do to help.
His family's really been through the mill. I kind of feel bad cleaning him out. I don't feel bad.
You should feel bad for us. If Rama doesn't stop Vimmel from giving the cops the goods on Clint Buchanan's gonna give Joey the goods on us.
Mr. Patel, have a seat.
Okay, Mr. Patel, this is the agreement. It's exactly what we discussed. You will get full immunity if you testify in specific detail about how Clint Buchanan hired you to use a forged ID card to break into the hospital DNA lab and falsify records.
As soon as you sign this, you're a free man.
Clint will get what's coming to him.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to sneak out before you wake up.
What?
So we don't have to talk about how we ended up in bed together twice.
Too late.
You and I are in a real difficult spot right now. You're hurting over Natalie, and I'm hurting over Joey, and we found a way to not hurt so much for a few hours. Twice.
I just don't want you to think that I was...
Using me. Well, that means I was using you too. Hey, you know what? It beats drinking the pain away. There's no hangover. You're not gonna ask who it is?
There's no one I want to see.
Hello? Anybody home? Whatever gave you the ridiculous idea that I slept with Charlie?
The watch.
Oh, right. You did mention something about that on the phone. Oh, please. You have Charlie Banks' wristwatch.
Oh, this one?
You were saying? Okay, so you are not wearing it now, but you were the morning after on that very same wrist, and you said it was statement jewelry.
Yes, I have a lot of pieces.
Oh, you're a piece of work. Of course, I became convinced I was right when I saw a picture of Charlie wearing that same watch.
You are aware, Dorian, that when they make a watch, they make more than one.
Vicky didn't see Charlie that night. She thought he went out to get drunk, which might have been better for him than ending up in the sack with you.
He was distraught. He just found out that Rex wasn't his son.
So you admit it, Charlie was with you.
So what if he was, Dorian? What are you gonna do about it?
I was just taking care of business, Joey. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Mom, any news about Jessica?
Yes. Actually, yes. Brody just called. He found her. She's in Las Vegas with Robert Ford.
With Robert Ford?
Yes. He said he would have called sooner, but I don't know, he had something to do with the Las Vegas police.
The police?
He didn't explain. He said he'd tell us when he got home. And the important thing is Jessie's all right, and he's bringing her home.
But is she?
Yes. She is, Tess.
All right, well, then the sooner she gets back here, and under the care of Dr. Levin, the sooner we'll have our Jessica back.
Right. Sorry to take you away from your bride, darling.
Oh, Mom, stop. Don't worry about it. All right, I just wish you would have told me a little bit sooner. Because there's nothing more important to me than family.
I know.
And Aubrey understands.
I feel sorry for Aubrey. Well, after everything that happened at the weddings, and then to find out your new sister-in-law has multiple personality disorder. Oh, my God. I can't even imagine that she had any idea what she was getting herself into when she married you.
I think she knew exactly what she was getting herself into.
So, what are we gonna do?
What can we do? I've left Rama a million messages since we laid out our plan, and she won't call me back.
She doesn't come through and the cops arrest Clint.
He's gonna show Joey what's really on that jump drive.
And if Joey finds out that you've been lying to him about us being brother and sister...
And that we've only been after his family's money this entire time, what are we gonna do?
We can't do anything, except for wait to see if Rama comes through.
And if she doesn't, we're dead. Forget about ever scamming anyone ever again. Clint is gonna tell the whole world who we really are.
So, we're gonna enjoy this luxury while we have it.
Okay, you know, Mr. Patel, your attorney has gone over this whole thing and she's satisfied.
Would you sign anything before reading it first?
If you have any questions, any one of us can answer them. But the bottom line is this. Once you sign this, you cannot now or ever again in the future be prosecuted for any crimes connected with Clint Buchanan in the tampering of these medical records.
I'm satisfied.
Vimal, I must speak to you.
If Shane's getting into fights at school, it must be because he's mad about something. Him and Charlie were getting pretty close. I think it's because he turned out to not be his granddad.
I don't think so.
Because I was so upset about it?
I hate to break it to you, Balsam, but you're not exactly the center of Shane's universe anymore.
Believe me, I know.
According to him, the fight just happened. And I don't understand because I'm a girl.
Yeah. Well, boys that age have to put the testosterone somewhere.
Oh, God. How long before our little boy goes from fighting to loving?
Well, he's 14, so I would say that we would have about a month.
No! I am so not ready to deal with my son having a sex life.
I'm kidding. I'm sure we have plenty of time before we have to deal with that.
Okay, good.
I have an idea. Instead of thinking about our son's future sex life, how about we deal with our present one?
Deal with? I thought we were doing fine.
No, we are. I'm not complaining. It's just I feel like I've been so wrapped up in this paternity thing, I haven't been paying enough attention to, us.
Listen, you don't need to worry about me. Because I'm in this for the long haul, remember?
I know, it's just I don't want to take our relationship for granted. I love you, Marasco, and I want to show you how much. But you're all dressed and showered, so...
So what?
Even if Roma gets Vimmel to take the rap for everything, Clint's still a wild card.
Wow, babe, you were great too. Thanks. Thanks for the sex.
I'm sorry. No, you're always amazing. I'm just thinking.
I know, Clint's onto us. So even if he goes free, he's not going to let us near B.
If he goes free, how are we ever going to bilk a guy who knows what we're up to?
Where there's a will, there is a way. What are you doing?
I'm calling Roma again. I've got to know what's happening. Voicemail, damn it!
I'm sorry, Commissioner. I told her she could not come in here.
I'm sorry too, but I really need to speak to my husband right away.
Okay, this can wait for a minute.
Roma, what's wrong?
It's personal, a family matter. It's terribly, terribly urgent. Please.
My apologies, but I have to deal with this.
Really?
Okay, listen. We waited an extra day for me to deal with my family crisis. We can wait a few minutes for Vimmel to deal with his, can't we?
You can use a desk in the squad room. That officer will be with you outside.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're right, just in time. You cannot sign that agreement.
But if I don't sign it, then I'm going to go to prison, along with Mr. Buchanan.
No, you must go to prison instead of Mr. Buchanan.
You know what, Dad? Don't start in an operation.
Okay, stop. Please. Joey's right. The last thing we need now is bickering, okay? We have far more important things to worry about.
Yes, like the fact that my father could go to prison for screwing around with everyone's life.
Excuse me, the bickering remark goes for you too. You two cannot be at each other like this. Come on, Jessica's in serious trouble. Natalie's a wreck.
Does Natalie know about Tess?
No, she does not yet.
No, it's best not to tell until we know exactly what the situation is, considering that Tess once tried to kill Natalie.
And you don't think that's a good reason to tell her?
No! The whole reason that Natalie kept it a secret that Liam's father was Brody and not John is because she was afraid that Jessica would split. Natalie is a mess! There's no reason to heap guilt on top of everything else. She's upstairs now, crying her eyes out with her son because John wants nothing to do with her or the baby.
I'll give him time. John's been hurt, but he'll come around.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure. John's already moved on. With Kelly.
Hello?
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, you can't just come in like this.
Well, you didn't answer your door.
Well, I didn't want to be disturbed.
Well, that's why I got my key, because I didn't want to disturb you. Listen, John, I know that you know that your kid's not your kid, and I was really worried that there was like a lot of fraction between you.
Hey, you know
and
what? I don't want to
Natalie.
talk about this.
Well, she doesn't want to talk about it either, and obviously, I think I know why. I should just let you two lovebirds work it out with yourselves. Hey, Natty, I got a little something for you.
What the hell is going on here? You're having an affair with Kelly Kramer?
I'm not having an affair, Roxy.
You don't have to explain to her.
Oh, you got a lot of explaining to do. How long had Johnny's sheets been cold and dry before you hopped into them? A couple of hours?
That's enough, Roxy.
I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get dressed.
Yeah.
I can't believe that this slut is making moves on you when you and Natty are having problems.
Don't talk about her that way, and Natalie and I are over.
Is it over with your kid, too? Is it over between you and Liam?
Liam isn't my kid.
He is. He is the same way Rex is still my kid. I don't care that Echo de Savoy is his birth mother.
So, what are you gonna do, Dorian? You gonna run and tell your good friend Vicky that on one terrible night, with his whole world crashing down around him, that Charlie found a little bit of comfort with me? You took advantage of the situation to get what you've wanted ever since you came to town.
Is that a fact?
As sure as a broken watch is right twice a day. But no, I'm not going to tell Vicky. She has enough to deal with.
Yes, I heard that Clint deceived Jessica about the father of her baby, just like he deceived me.
And now Jessica is under the control of her alter test.
Wait a minute. Wait. Jessica's alternate personality?
Yes, right.
Like the whole Nikki Vicky thing?
Right. Both mother and daughter suffer from the same disease. It's tearing Vicky to shreds. So she certainly doesn't need to know that you lured her husband into bed.
Hang on a minute. John is suddenly with Kelly?
Yeah. Natalie found them together at the Minuteman Motel.
Oh my God.
And then last night, things got ugly when Natalie and Kelly ran into each other. And to be honest, things got pretty heated between John and me as well.
My God, poor Natalie. Yeah. On top of everything else, she finds that. But what's up with Kelly? She's been close to this family for years. Doesn't she realize that would hurt Natalie?
Believe me, Natalie was probably the last thing on Kelly's mind.
What was the first?
Me. You see, Kelly and I had a sort of misunderstanding about where we stood with each other. And so I blamed her for doing something sneaky and backhanded to hurt Aubrey. But it turns out that was all on you.
Nothing. All right, if Rama came through and we're safe, we just better hope that Clint keeps his mouth shut about us.
And if he doesn't?
At this point, he has to. Otherwise, Vimmel will come forward and tell the DA that Clint coerced him.
Right, but either way, the B fortune is off the menu.
Not exactly. Joey has money of his own, and Clint wouldn't dare try to disown him, not when he's in the doghouse with his entire family.
All right, well, it's not the big killing I'd hoped for, but if we're gonna do it, we need to hurry, which is why you need to step it up and get Joey to put everything in both of your names.
I think he might get a little suspicious if I suddenly tell him I want to put everything in joint accounts.
Yeah, well, I personally don't want to wait for you guys to celebrate your silver wedding anniversary, so I'm going to go ahead with Plan B.
You can't stop thinking about it, can you?
Right now, all I'm thinking about is you.
It's okay, Balsam. Finding out that Clint is your father...
That man will not be my father. I don't care what any test says.
You know... I get that you hate Clint for messing with your paternity results, and I'm not too happy that he messed with Jessica and Brody's. But you have been down on Clint for months now, way before all this started, and I've never understood why.
I hate Clint because of some other stuff I know he's done.
What other stuff?
Stuff that I should have told somebody a long time ago.
Someone in particular?
Yeah. Bo.
I want Clint to pay for what he's done. He has to. But I'm not looking forward to putting my brother, the guy I used to trust with my life, behind bars.
Vimal.
How can you expect me to say that when it's a lie?
Vimal, Clint Buchanan will have you killed. He already threatened your life once.
No, Rama, the police will protect me.
Really, will they? Clint Buchanan is such a powerful man. Even behind bars, he can just make things happen. And besides, you'll be out of a job, Vimal. Your family back home expects you to send money home. I mean, they'll have nothing, and neither will your family.
What are you saying?
I didn't get a chance to tell you this before, but we're being blessed, Mama.
We're gonna have a baby? Oh my God, did you take a pregnancy test?
Not yet, but a woman knows. And we want the best for our child, don't we?
But if I do what you're asking, then...
Vimal, listen to me. You'll get a slap on your wrist, Vimal. A small, short sentence. And Clint Buchanan will be so grateful. He'll reward you. He'll take care of us. All of us.
I don't know. I don't know how I can be a good father for prison.
You cannot take care of your family if Clint Buchanan ruins you.
Mama,
Vimal, I know I'm asking you to make a big sacrifice, but it's a sacrifice that'll help and benefit your entire family. A sacrifice you must make to save your own life.
All right, we need to get going with this, counselor. Come on, Vimal. Those pages are waiting for you to sign.
Forgive me for my little white lie, but I didn't actually say I was pregnant.
I'm sure you're anxious to celebrate your freedom, so as soon as you sign this.
No, I can't sign this. I can't send Mr. Buchanan to prison. He's innocent.
Plan B?
Kelly Kramer.
I thought that ship had sailed.
No. Now that you and Joey are married, Kelly has to come to terms with the fact that she and Joey are done for good. And after the way that he lit into her the other day, right in front of you.
Yeah, that was pretty heartless.
Yeah, well, as long as it works in our favor. So, you need to get to work on Joey, getting your name on all of his bank accounts, stocks, holdings, real estate, whatever. And I need to get to work on Kelly. Poor Kelly. She's probably sitting at home crying right now.
Liam is yours the way that Natty is mine.
I'm sorry about this.
It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. Okay, I will see you around.
Okay, I'll see you around.
Okay.
Yo, Kramer girl, you keep your mitts off this man.
You can go too.
I'm not going anywhere. What the hell is wrong with you? Natty is crazy in love with you.
If she loved me, she wouldn't have tried to pass someone else's kid off as my own.
Why you blaming Natalie?
Who else?
You gotta be kidding me. The person you should be blaming is Marty Saybrook.
Consider this fair warning, Echo. You stay away from Charlie Banks, or I will make your life a living hell.
Like your life is, Dorian?
Oh, my life is quite marvelous. Thank you.
It must be wonderful being you. Having to get involved in everyone else's love lives because you don't have one of your own.
I beg your pardon.
You're so interested in saving Vicky's marriage, but yet you couldn't save your own.
I am single because I choose to be.
You're single because David Vickers dumped you at the altar again.
David did not hurt me. He did me a favor.
You know you're slipping, Dorian. You used to be a much better liar. It's obvious that you're very much in love with the man.
I hate David Vickers.
You're hurt and you're bitter because your days of luring a young suitor are over and the loneliness is eating you alive.
Get out!
With pleasure.
Hey! Echo. You stay away from Charlie Banks. Vicky has gone through enough. She's in a fragile state, and I do not want you to push her over the edge.
Push her over the edge.
I've had it with this constant fighting about Aubrey. Can you just not be happy that our son is happy? Can we not be grateful for that?
I'd like to be. I just want what's best for this family.
Oh my God, you never ever learn, do you? You have to stop trying to decide who can and cannot belong to our family, for heaven's sakes. Accept his choice. Make peace with whatever issues you have, and make peace with Joey and his wife.
I'm sorry. I gotta take this. Excuse me.
Mom, I appreciate what you're trying to do. Really, I do, but please, save your breath.
Vimmel is back in Beau's office? Oh, great. And you're sure that's what Nora said? That the agreement is just waiting to be signed? Yeah. Look, I am sorry for the interruption. I had to take that call. Look, I understand, Vicky, what you were saying. And you know something? You're right.
Am I?
Yeah, everything I've done for the good of this family, but I think there's one thing that I should have decided to do, and that is to trust my own son.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm not surprised that you'd say that, Joy, but I meant it. And your mother's right. This family is in so much pain right now. So if you'll allow me, I would like to try and get to know your wife.
Oh, wait a minute. This turnaround is just a little too fast. I'm not surprised Joey is skeptical. Although, frankly, things couldn't get much worse between you two.
Well, with that in mind, I think we should start right now, and I'll tell Aubrey I am finally willing to take things in a new direction.
If you don't sign this agreement...
I will go to prison.
Yes.
I know. But it's what I deserve. I tampered with those paternity tests. It was my idea, not Mr. Buchanan's.
What? How is that even possible?
I heard Mr. Buchanan fretting that his daughter might be having the wrong man's child. He was very upset and looking to get in good with my boss. I took it upon myself to act.
Is anyone here buying this?
It's the truth. I made that hospital key card to break into the lab. I tampered with those results. I did it all on my own. Clint had nothing to do with it. In fact, when I told him about it, he was horrified.
Okay. This is ridiculous. You know that, don't you?
And what about Rex Balson? Did you take it upon yourself to make him Charlie Banks' son and not Clint's?
I have done something horrible. Gee, you remember when Kelly hired me to find David Vickers so that Doreen could have closure?
Yeah. You found him. He was living it up, going to phone parties.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. I lied about that.
You did.
Yeah. David Vickers, my best friend's son, has been rotting in a Moroccan prison, put there by Clint the day he was supposed to marry Doreen. And I've known about it almost from the beginning.
I hate you, David Vickers. I really do hate you. Hello. There you are.
Here I am.
Honey, I went to your room this morning, and your bed had not been slept in. Please don't tell me that you were at the Minuteman Motel.
No. I spent the night at the Angel Square Hotel.
Oh, one flea bag or another. One man or another?
No. Same man.
Who's Marty responsible for this?
You even gotta ask. Marty stole the note that Natty wrote, the one that said that if you had any feelings for her, you should show up at Brody's. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so you didn't get the note, so you didn't show up. So Natty figures it's all over, so she gets smashed, and then she starts knocking boots with Brody. So if you had shown up like she asked you to, then none of this would have been happening. Now listen, man. You showed up at Brody's, and you were desperate to find her because you knew that she was the one. And the good news is, man, she still is.
She lied to me many times.
Well, she lied to you because she loves you. Because she knows that the two of you are supposed to be together. Don't you know that?
Hey, that's it. This has nothing to do with you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're done. Just get out.
Fine. By the way, I got a wedding present for the two of you. And it's ingrained. so you can't return it.
I don't understand. Rex, if you knew where David was...
How could I not tell Bo that his son has been held captive in a foreign prison? Because Clint convinced me.
What? How?
All right, like I said, I was doing some investigating for Kelly. And I broke into Clint's office and I found a file that showed what he had done to Vickers. And Clint caught me trying to leave his office with it, and he threatened to throw me in prison for corporate theft.
Well, why didn't you tell me? We could have fought him.
Clint Buchanan? No, he's too powerful. Besides, I couldn't risk leaving you and Shane high and dry.
You don't think Bo would have helped?
Yeah, but who knows how long that would have taken, and in the meantime, Clint could have done whatever he wanted. Like, pull some strings and have your grant revoked.
Wait, what? Oh my... Clint did that?
You were so happy at school. You found something you loved. And Clint promised that he would make everything go away as long as I kept my mouth shut. That's when the assistant's job magically popped up.
Even Christian wondered how there was money to pay me all of a sudden.
So I kept my mouth shut. I hated doing it to Bo. But now Clint's threats don't mean anything.
So you have to tell Bo.
He's gonna hate me for this.
That's a risk you're gonna have to take, Paulson.
I know. I gotta tell him. I gotta do it now.
Yes. Yes, yeah, it was all my idea to identify Charlie Banks as Rex Balsam's father. Mr. Buchanan, he confided in me his contempt for the young man, and I took it upon myself to make sure that Clint Buchanan was not named as father.
That's perfect. Just perfect.
Vimmel, why are you doing this? We have a deal for you.
I would rather live in prison an honest man than freely as a liar. I would.
Well, that would be fine with me. Officer, I'd like you to take Mr. Honest Man here to a cell and lock him up.
Clint must have gotten to him. Or to his wife.
Hello, Aubrey. Bet you're surprised to see me.
Yes, I am. What brings you by?
Well, this may be hard to believe. My father wants to extend an olive branch.
That's right. Aubrey, after everything that's happened, I don't want to see anyone else in my family get hurt.
So you've decided to accept our marriage?
Not only that, I have a present for the happy couple.
Oh, excuse me. I have to take this. It's my friend Rama. Excuse me. I'll just be a moment. Rama, hi. I've been so worried about you. I've been trying to get a hold of you.
It's done. I stuck to my end of the deal and lied to my husband to do it. Now it's your turn.
Oh, Rama, I'm so sorry. Remember, I'm here for you, honey.
Bad news?
My friend Rama is at the police station. Her husband Vimmel just confessed to the police that he acted on his own when he switched your family's DNA tests. Congratulations, you're off the hook.
Well, no surprise to me. After all, I'm innocent.
I'm really sorry, Dad. Really sorry.
Joey, that's okay. Now, can we all just move forward?
I'd like that.
Good. Because I still have that present that I want to give to you.
Hello, Vicky.
Oh, if you're looking for Chuckles, he's out.
I'm not. I'm here to see you. There's something you need to know.
Here, bearing gifts.
Good morning, Mayor Lord. These are for Kelly. Is she in?
She is, but you're too late. Goodbye. Adieu. Farewell.
Maybe I can give them to someone else. Someone who looks like she could use a little cheering up. You.
What the hell just happened? How did Clint pull this off?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
You don't have to get us a gift.
Oh, no, sure he does. Sure he does, because even though he didn't manipulate my sister's or Rex's paternity tests, he's still been a bastard to you.
Joey.
No, that's okay. He's right. And to make it up to you, to the both of you, I'd like to help you move out of this hotel and into a real home.
Well, no, don't tell us you're buying us a house.
No, I'd like you to move into the mansion with me.
Damn it.
Clint! Knock!
It's talk to you.
What did I do for you, Balsam?
There's something I need to tell you. About your son.